more in the finals, the way they've hung in here. Very difficult to beat Boston up in Boston. And Boston, a tough road team, but they showed their mettle here this afternoon, these runs.
Celtics led 102-94 with 3.5 minutes to go. Rockets have scored 7 straight points. Boston has the ball in the lead.
This is a must situation. A good shot. And not worry about the clock too much.
And for Houston, Larry Bird going up with a runner. Short. Hakeem gets the rebound. And a foul is called. Larry Bird gets up and finds out the foul has been called on him. And that'll be number 4 on him.
Here's Bird. He comes off the pick and roll, gets the shot off cleanly. Now Olajuwon makes a clean rebound. And Bird gives it the big acting job, quite frankly. I think just a little bit. Looked like it didn't. He didn't get hit, but I guess he did.
These are big free throws right now by Olajuwon. He ties the game. The Rockets' free throw shooting has been subpar. But today, Hakeem is 8 out of 9 from the line. And Houston leads by 1. Celtics have 2 timeouts left. Larry Bird is only 10 of 26 from the field.
This type of win by the Rockets could really give their confidence going so that they might be able to take all 3 down here.
But they're not free and clear at all. Bird to Danny Ainge. And the Celtics lead with 45 seconds to go. 104-103, and Bill Fitch calls a timeout. We'll find out about the Rockets with 45 seconds to go. And now Bill Fitch likely would go to the big guys, but how will that evolve?
Well, I think Boston's very aware that they've got 2 guys to go to in a low post, that somebody will, one of the Boston guards, or maybe both of them, will be down doubling. I think what Bill Fitch was saying, be alert to the double and try and find the open guy. It may end up where a guard may have to make this shot.
That means level or read, in case it goes that way.
And Wiggins is in there, too. So Reed at the forward. They got some good outside shooters once it gets in.
They go to Olajuwon, triple team him. Hakeem, off balance, picked up, and in. That was Mitchell Wiggins with the tip in, and a big one. And the Rockets regain the lead. 27 seconds, and 19 on the shot clock.
Total disdain for the double team by Olajuwon that time.
And Wiggins made up for the missed free throw on the 3-point play. That could have tied it. 15, 8 on the clock.
Celtics have a mismatch.
Harris, inside. Misses. Bird. And let's see, the 24-second clock may have sounded.
There was a rebound.
Joe Crawford and Jake O'Donnell confirm.
There was an inadvertent whistle.
They apparently got the shot off in time.
Jump ball, inadvertent whistle.
Inadvertent whistle. Might have been an inadvertent whistle there, Tommy.
An inadvertent whistle, they're saying, which means a jump ball. Nobody had possession when the whistle was blown.
Bill Fitch wants a timeout. He's got 2 left, so does P.C.
Jump
Jones.
ball because the ball was loose. And no 24 seconds. All we do is got 7 seconds left. Right?
Bird was underneath, and the ball bounced off him. They're going to jump it.
Nobody had possession of the ball. That's why it's a jump ball. Celtics that had possession, they would have retained possession.
Comes down to this. Just like we're starting the game over. Harris and Sampson will jump.
Well, Sampson should get the leap here.
First, the Celtics will call a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this drama. Tommy, kind of a bizarre play and a key one down the stretch. The whistle had a blow before the ball bounced off of Larry Bird.
Well, nobody had possession of it. When the whistle blew was really the point at issue. So nobody had possession. The shot was taken. There was no foul. Nobody retained it. It went out of bounds. The whistle was probably blown before it even hit Bird in the head. So it'll be a jump ball. The interesting part right now, Dick, is what will Boston do in a situation where seemingly Ralph Sampson will be able to get the tip against Robert Parrish. Sampson, a much bigger leaper.
Here's the big play for the Rockets. Mitchell Wiggins, who's a good rebounder inside. Look how alert he is. Number 15 tips it up and in. After missing the free throw moments ago that would have tied the game, he puts the Rockets in front.
Boston's going to play the tip defensively, hoping the only way that Sampson's got an opening is back towards Wiggins, who's almost out of your screen, or is out of your screen on the left.
Houston controls, and the team is fouled with 5 seconds to go. Now, if he makes the free throws, Celtics have time for a three-pointer to tie.
Well, they picked out the biggest target, Olajuwon, to spread out. They had it lined up that they could have tipped all the way back, but not a bad move as Olajuwon really can jump and spread. It worked.
He's 8 for 9 from the free throw line. Celtics. They call a timeout. They have one left. Hakeem could give the Rockets a 3-point lead. Going for his 24th point. He doesn't make it, and the Celtics call time. And a chance to tie with 5 seconds to go. So Olajuwon misses the second free throw. Boston has a shot. Will either win with a 3-point shot or tie it up with 5 seconds to go. The Rockets, with a great comeback, Tommy, have outscored the Celtics 12-2 in the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
You know, it's awfully difficult to eat up the clock in professional basketball. You try to run it down too close to 24, you usually end up with a bad shot, and that's what I think happened with the Celtics. Plus, some very good defense by the Rockets. What the Celtics have to do right now, Dick, is go for the two-pointer, I think. But they're just cagey enough. They're keeping their big people in there, so they probably will look inside first. If it's not there, kick it back out.
And a guy who can hit a three-pointer is the man you just saw, Larry Bird, who came into the game 3 out of 7 from that range. Wiggins will press. Dennis Johnson will inbound. 5 seconds to go. Rockets lead by 2. Celtics out of timeout. Parrish. Dennis Johnson, he stepped on the line. The Celtics stepped on the line and turn it over. And the Houston Rockets snuff out the Celtics and win for the first time in the NBA Finals. But for the Rockets, Sampson 24, Olajuwon 23, Robert Reed had 20. So the Houston Rockets, Sampson with 22 rebounds, was the key man for the Rockets today. And here's the great defense by Houston.
They really played tight. They made everybody come to the ball. They gave a big target, Robert Parrish, but he stepped on the line on that pass to Dennis Johnson. Good defense. Look at Bird coming to the hoop. And Reed right there. Look at Parrish. Let's see if we can catch if his foot was on the sideline or not. Usually bring your big man. And there it is. Right on the line. Right foot.
And Tommy, the Celtics were out of timeout. So if Dennis Johnson had any trouble, he couldn't call a timeout and set something else up. Tremendous credit to the Houston Rockets, who could have been demoralized after they had the lead, were down by 10, and did the job down the stretch, and now trail 2 games to 1. Let's go back upstairs to Brent Musburger. Brent, what a game.
All right, Dick, it certainly was. Hakeem Olajuwon saying that the Rockets would not lose this game, nor would the Celtics be able to win 2 of 3. We'll see, because the next 2 games are still scheduled here in the Summit. So that does it. The Houston Rockets, showing character for the first time in this series, climb back in. They beat the Boston Celtics. The final score, 106-104. So be sure to join us Tuesday night. It will be Game 4 of this series from the Summit in Houston, Texas, starting at 9 p.m.